G'day, welcome back to another video, and today's video I want to talk about the differences between FBA and FBM. So what do they mean? Let me just go through it real quickly, real simply for you. And from experience, I'll just say this right up front, the majority of my students end up going down the FBA avenue, all right? So they end up doing what we call fulfilled by Amazon, all right? That's what it stands for. FBA is fulfilled by Amazon, and FBM stands for fulfilled by merchant, all right? Now the big differences are fulfilled by Amazon basically means just that. It is fulfilled by Amazon, which means as orders come in, Amazon will send your stock, which they have in their warehouse, they'll send that off to your customer directly. So they'll ship it, store it, pick it, pack it, track it, they'll deal with the customer service, and they'll send it out directly to your customer, all right? And like I said, they deal with the customer service, which is awesome. It also enables you to scale real quickly. So if, for instance, you were doing the alternative, which is FBM, fulfilled by merchant, which basically means then you can't really scale. If you had 1,000 orders one day, imagine you going down to Australia Post and at the post office signing off tracking numbers for 1,000 parcels. You literally cannot do it, right? Whereas FBA, you can, because Amazon obviously has the infrastructure, they've got the big warehouses, they've got the thousands of employees, and they're ready, they're locked, loaded, and they're waiting for your stock, all right? So it is, you're at a huge advantage by using FBA, fulfilled by Amazon, all right? Now I want to cover a few other points with you and the differences between the two, all right? So number one, they're mainly the differences, right? FBA, Amazon stores it. Now you have to send your products to Amazon, the Amazon warehouses, and they're all around the world. They've got one in Sydney, Melbourne, they're building one in Brisbane, they've got one in Perth, right? They've got them in London, and they've got them in all around UK, in Scotland, they've got them in Spain and France and Germany, Czech Republic, they've got them in Italy, America, Canada, they've got them everywhere, right? Mexico, South America as well. So you send your products to their warehouse, they'll store it, okay? They'll store it for you, and as orders come in from your customer, they'll ship it out directly to your customers. And that way, you don't have to be there shipping stuff off yourself, all right? Which you don't really want to do anyway, do you, right? So that's a huge advantage of using FBA. Now FBM, like I said, you can basically store it yourself in your garage. Is that really a business? No, it isn't really. Storing it in a garage, that's a hobby, all right? Treat this like a business. So don't store it in your garage. Now, if it's very heavy stock or stuff that you don't want to store at Amazon warehouse, that's okay, but use what we call warehousing solutions, right? So there's warehousing, or if you just Google this, 3PL. So the number 3, PL. It stands for third party logistics. And what that basically means is it's a warehouse. Now, we've got warehouses, we deal with a warehouse in Brisbane that will store your product, all right? So this is just something new. They'll store your product for you. And as orders come in, they'll ship it out as opposed to Amazon shipping it out. So that's FBM, FBA, all right? Big differences. Now, some other advantages. So FBA is very popular for scaling, like I said, so you can send out 1,000 orders at a time, whereas FBM, unless you're dealing with a big warehouse, they can't really do that, okay? Why would you choose FBM over FBA? Big advantages. Number one, with FBM, if your product that you're selling on Amazon is heavy or bulky or something that will probably cost a bit in shipping, then what you can do is you can find out what the shipping cost is going to be by FBA, and you can find out what the shipping cost is going to be by FBM and compare it and go, okay, well, the FBA cost is, $4 a unit, FBM is $2.50, why don't I use FBM, all right? So the shipping cost could potentially be more with FBA, all right? Because Amazon really, they like storing the standard size inventory, the small stuff. They're not really into storing pool tables or kayaks or canoes or golf clubs. They'd rather not. They'll rather make more money storing small stuff and just focusing on scaling and sending out those small stuff, all right? Also, FBM is good for restrictive sort of products, right? So if you're selling stuff like moisturizers or face creams or other products that could be potentially hazardous or be in the hazmat group of Amazon, then storing at FBM is much more preferable, okay? If you are wanting to test products, and this is something a lot of our students do, is they test products. So rather than sending 50 units or 100 units to the Amazon warehouse, they'll say, you know what, I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna sell cups with like little kiwis on it, right? New Zealand kiwis on it. And I'm just gonna buy 5, I'm gonna store it myself, and as orders come in, I'll send it out from my house or from warehouse, and I'll test the market before I store 50 or 100 or 400 or 500 units at an Amazon warehouse, all right? So it's good, actually, it enables you to test the market, all right? Now, there are calculators out there that enable you to figure out what the shipping cost is gonna be, whether it's gonna be more with Amazon or more with FBM. You just type in what we call an FBA calculator, all right? FBA calculator, or Amazon FBA calculator, and it will tell you what the costs are going to be. So hopefully you found this video interesting, and looking forward to having a chat and seeing you at some of our upcoming events and on our live trainings that we do, all right? So have a great day. Talk soon. Bye for now. See you later.
My goal is to help as many people on this planet as possible. People that are positive, people wanting a positive change in their life, people wanting to start afresh, finding hot and trending products to sell online, and people wanting to make a positive impact for their family.